Hi all, welcome to my channel, welcome to my world's the world away, and we now got part 29 of Deagostini's Build Your Own X-Wing. You know why I'm smiling. This one is going to be an absolute nightmare. We're doing all the pipe work and everything like that in that. But before I show you that, we've got a couple of notices come through. I don't know if you can see that very well, but the first one, as you can see, I'll put them up on the screen here, is just saying that they are experiencing a delay beyond the control to build your own X-Wing. In order to keep your deliveries on schedule, we will amend your next 2 deliveries to 3 issues per dispatch. The amount you're charged will be adjusted accordingly. We aim to return to the regular 5 issues per delivery thereafter, once all of this craziness has stopped. So that's a notice from Deagostini. We've also got, which could have helped the first time we done this, the correct way that these pipes go in. So hopefully that might make things a little bit easier. I doubt it, because last time I did this, I made such a pig's ear of it, I had to buy the magazine again. So that's why this is going to be a fun one, and I haven't got a clue how long this video is going to take. But let's just show you what we've got. First off, we've got all of these parts here with all the pipework details. Now bear in mind, it doesn't list them in here, but we also need these pipes, which this sheet here is referring to, that look just like that from the last issue, and this bit here. We also need the full wing section that we were working on last time, looking just like that, and we also need the engine that we're working on last time. You can see there's so much to do here. So we're going to be piecing together the power input unit, where they're calling this, and then we're going to start putting these pipes in. Now all of that's easy pretty much up until this point, where things are going to get pretty intense, I think. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these in dry. I won't be using glue. That was the mistake I did last time. But once they are in, I am going to use a little bit of thin Tamiya cement just to keep these in place. And then once we've done that, we're going to start putting in the bigger pipes, which again, we need to refer to this sheet here to do, and hopefully they'll go in correctly this time. Once that's done, we're going to put one of the bulkheads in, and then we're going to be installing this into the engine bay. And as you can see, there's a lot to do. There's like 5 or 6 pages there, so I haven't got a clue how long this is going to take. But take joy in watching me get frustrated and stressed in this issue. You know it's going to happen, don't you? So without further ado, let's get cracking. Okay, so first thing we need are the 2 parts of the power unit, looking just like that. And quite simply, starts nice and easy, doesn't it? We're just going to put these 3 lugs in here to these 3 holes here. So this is just going to go in like that, push it together nice and tight. Simples. Now the first thing it wants is the short, thick pipe, which looks just like that. I've got it in my tweezers here. And as you can see on here, you've got a semicircular hole just there. This is going to be going in with the same semicircular shape on this. Doesn't need glue. And it's quite tight pushing that in, so that goes on just like that. Then we're going to take the first manifold looking like that. One end's going to go into the hole just on the side of that pipe that we just put in, like that. And the others are going to go into the hole just there. We're going to push that down, make sure that's locked into place. So it looks like that from the side and that from the top. We're going to put the other manifold in the other side, exactly the same way we put in the hole, the pipe, sorry, in the hole in the other side of that pipe we put in, and just putting everything into place like that. So that, finished, looks just like that. That's the easy bits. Now we're going to be putting these sections here just into the blank sections that we've got here. And when we put these in, if this is the base of it, then obviously the gap here is going to be towards the base of it. Now before I put these in, if you noticed on the other side, one side has a lug and the other one of these doesn't. So the one that we put in with the lug has actually got a section there with little indents that can go in. So making sure I put this in the right way, this just goes in there and we push that into place just like that. Do the same on the other side, and then that should fit nice and flat there. Now if you can see over here, I've laid the pipes out like they've done in the picture because they go in different ways. They actually angle at different ways, and the ones that we want first are these ones here. Now I'm going to be using my glasses for this because this is really tight to do. This is an absolute nightmare to do. I remember it from last time. So we're going to be working on this side just here, and I'm going to just zoom in with my top camera just so you can see what I'm doing here. Okay, let's do this. So what we're going to do is we're going to put one side, the curved side here, into this section here. I'm going to start with the bottom one, push that in, And then the top one is just going to fit into the first manifold pipe. Just like that. So that was easy enough, wasn't it? Let's repeat that for the other 3. So once again, first one in the hole, hold it with my thumb. See how fiddly and hard this is? That's already come out. Right, hang on. I'm keeping this in so you can see my frustration. Right, so first one in the hole, use my tweezers, and then put it into the manifold. That's the second one in. Let's do the third one. In the hole, turn it around the right way, Wayne. There we go. In the hole, in the manifold. Wow, look at this. Now I'm making it look simple. I don't think so somehow. Right, okay, so that's in the hole and then in the manifold, just like that. Look at that, that's the first lots of pipes in. Now before I continue, I'm just going to put some Tamiya cement just into the seams of those joins. Okay, so I've got little bits here, and this is just going to ensure that this doesn't fall out. Now this is the problem I had with the last one, that when I tried to put these in and then did the other side, they all started to ping out. So what I tried to do, hopefully you can see this, what I tried to do was glue them with super glue. The problem with that is that they stuck absolutely fast, so that if I made a mistake or it wasn't in the right direction, then it just went completely and utterly pear-shaped. So, because I couldn't break it open again. But there we go, that's that side in. We're going to repeat the same thing on the other side here. So, holding it round this way. Oh, this is going to get hard. Right, here we go. Same thing. So I put the first one in here. It feels weird doing it the other way. Right, let's do it what we did last time. And there we go, that's the first one in. Once again, we're going to repeat that with the other 3. That's number 2. If you noticed, I haven't cut this because I want you to see the pain of putting these in. Here goes number 3. Number 3. And the last one. Ah. Oh, keep smiling. Keep smiling. Okay. Get that last one in here. It does help having those glasses, I have to say, because it makes sure you put them in the right hole completely. God, this just doesn't want to go in, this one. Always the last one, isn't it? Right, let's try one last time. Come on. I'm going to put this in first, hold it with my thumb, then move this over to the pipe and make sure it's in. Then I'm going to make sure that they're all lined up perfectly, which they are there. And once again, I'm just going to drop some Tamiya lacquer in there to make sure that these aren't going anywhere. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the same on the other side here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I did notice them through my glasses. You're not going to notice this, that this one here just needs to be pushed in a little bit more. There we go. And that is the pipes done. That's actually a lot easier than I made it look first time, I have to say. Okay, now that's done, we've got a pipe just to put into these 2 holes here, which is a really small one, which looks just like this. It doesn't matter which way round this goes in. So I'll just put this in now. Just like that. Now when these pipes are in, I do suggest probably touching a little bit of cement on them to keep them in place, because these don't feel like they go in like the other pipes here. They do feel like they'll fall out quite easily. So to that end, I am just going to drop a little bit of cement in here and let the capillary action just pull that into the joint. Now in this kit we've got 2 pipes left. We've got one that looks just like that, which is just a straight piece with 2 ends. And then we've got one that looks almost the same as it, but it's got a kink in the end of it there, as you can see. We just want the one that's just got the 2 ends at the moment. Now that one, if I hold it this way around, is going to go, there's 2 holes here and here. We're going to put them in the nearest hole to that top pipe there. So I'll put this one in first. And there's the first one in. The second one's going to go just underneath it. And it's going to match the pictures exactly like you see here, so that the bend is actually going towards the pipe we just first put in. So I'll put that one in first, put the other side in here. There we go, that's nice and tight, and that's what those 2 pipes look like there. Once again, I am going to just drop a little bit of cement just into those holes. Now we can put that to one side, and we're going to be bringing over the parts from the last issue. We've got this part here, and then we've got these tiny grey details. 1, 2, 3, 4, which almost pinged off. So taking this tiny detail here, we take one of these, and then we're going to take the smaller part, and that's just going to go into the hole in here. Now it has got a certain way around it goes, because it's got a semicircular open. It's not going to need glue because it's really tight going in there, but that's the first one in there. And then holding this bulkhead this way round so that these 2 holes here are facing us, this is just going to be pushed in just like that. Now one of the pictures was slightly wrong on here. If you have a look at this, they've got it so that these ones with the holes on this side will face nearer to the middle of this bulkhead. So I'm going to do the same on the other side here with this one. I'm going to put this little tiny detail just into the back here. Push it in. And then once again I'm going to put this on the other way. Push it into place, and as you can see, the details with these holes are closest to the middle there. Now once again we're going to be bringing over the power unit like this, and as you can see on this end here we've got a semicircular opening which is going to take that one there, and it's going to face this way round, so the details we put on face all of those pipes that we put in first off, and also that these details here are facing this section here. This is going far easier than I thought it would at the moment, I have to say. Now I'm going to put that to one side because this is the bit that I made an absolute mare of last time. So we're going to get all of these pipes out, and we're going to be trying to put these in where they go. This time though, I'm not using the instructions, I'm using what they gave us. So as you can see on one of the cameras here, I've laid these out just like the picture here, and then I'm going to put these in where they go. Now obviously they're going to be going into this side here. So the first one I'm going to put in is the longest one, which is this one over here, which is A. So this one is going to go into the hole just at the side here, and then it's going to go on the bottom hole of the bulkhead here. So let's put this one in, and that one's got in nice and easy. The next one, B, which is this one over here, is going to go just on top of it. So it's going to go into the bottom hole that we got here, and then it's going to go into the top of the bulkhead just on top of that one, as you can see there. So let's put that one in. And that's 2 in, all good. Then it wants me to put F in, which is this one here, which is like a straight pipe with a hook at the end of it. So F is going to go into the spare hole we've just got above that pipe. And this time, that's going to go into the bulkhead. As you see, these are all just pinged out. I think it's probably best to actually glue this into place. You know what? I'm going to take that risk. Just drop a bit of glue in here. This is where things are going to go bad. I know it is, but we'll see, because I can't have those pipes keep popping out, because that's just going to annoy the hell out of me. I'll just put these 2 in first, and then hopefully that will push into place. There we go. So those pipes are back in after they pinged out. This is now glued into place. So once again I'm going to put pipe F in, so it goes into this bit here. Then the other side's going to go on the bulkhead, but it's going to go on the bottom hole here. The pipes do bend a little bit, which is good to keep it in the bulkhead. So that's F in there. On top of that, we're going to be putting G. G is one of these really bent pipes over here, and that's going to be going in the hole just at the top here, just like that, and then into the top of the bulkhead over here. This one's a bit of a tricky one to get in, but there you go, that one's in. Now it's not very clear, but it does show that that pipe there does look like it crosses over the original one there, but it's definitely in where it needs to be, as you can see there. So I'm going to turn it round and we're going to do the other side here now. I'm going to be putting part B at the bottom, and this is part B, did I say? Part E at the bottom, looking just like that. This is getting so difficult. And the loop end of this is just going to go into that hole there. So we'll put that one in there, hold it in with my finger. And then the other side of it's going to go to the bottom of this bulkhead. Oops. There we go. That's that one in, nice and perfect. Then H, which is this one over here with the real big bend on the bottom of it. It's going to go above that, exactly the same way. And it's going to go into the top of the bulkhead. So I can put one side in first, and then the other side into the top of the bulkhead. And there we go, that one's in, and as you can see, it broke and it pinged off into oblivion. So God knows where that is. I'm not going to find it. It's a crap design, this is. But what I'm going to do is nothing, because this is all going to get hidden anyway. You're not going to see it. Last but not least, we've just got the two that we're going to be putting on top here. So I'll put them in now. This is the first one. Once again, I'll just show you how that's looking when that's in. That's the first one in there. And then we'll do the same with the other one. Now to fix that broken pipe, I'm just going to put a little bit of glue just on the pipe underneath it. Just like that. And then I'm going to put this pipe onto that pipe, so it looks like it's actually going somewhere. Kind of like that. See? Improvise, overcome, adapt, whatever the Bear Grylls thing is. But that's the second time I've tried to do that, and it's the second time that I've cocked it up. But you see, I make mistakes, but you're never going to see it, so there you go. And so the last part we have to put on is just this ring section here, which goes on top of the bulkhead just into these two holes here and here. So I'll put one side in and then I'll put the other side in. Making sure I'm not touching any of the pipes, because if you do that, they're going to ping out in all sorts of directions. So there we go, that's that section in, just like that. It does look impressive. You don't really notice that pipe missing, to be honest with you. This end's looking good though. So we can put that to one side and try not to think about it again. And then we bring over the wing that we were working from last time, because what we need to do is we need to attach this engine to the wing here. So having it this way round, we've got a hole here. We're just going to be taking the wire from the engine and we're going to thread that through that hole. Just like this, all the way through. And then this is going to be sitting just into the hole here and here. I don't know if you can see that. As to the corresponding holes here and here. So I'm going to push that into place. Pull the wire in all the way. So then this engine's going to go into the holes like... Oh, get in there. There. Just like so. Now we need to hold this into place. As you can see, we've got a screw hole just underneath there. That's going to be held into place. Now it's saying an XW02 screw, but they've only provided XW01 screws in this. So, whoops, go figure. So I'm using an XW01 screw. So if that is a mistake, well, there you go. But the XW01 screw is fitting absolutely perfectly. Make that nice and tight. There we go, making sure that's all on, which it is. And there we go, that's the engine in place. And then what they want us to trowel this wire from the engine just round the bulkheads like we did last time. Coming out of the side here, just like the last one as well, like this. Once again, I've got my trusty masking tape on here just to keep that in place on both sides there. So I'll leave that just like that. So that wire has been traced round just like that. Which means the last thing we need to do is we need to have this lug here and this hole, putting it that way round, putting it down. As you can see, I put those pipes in. I went to all that trouble and stress because it's going to be facing down. You're never going to see it again. Now to put this bit in, we put it in at an angle so that this bulkhead here will actually just go inside the engine. And then that would enable you to put this back lug in, no problems at all. So once again, as you can see, when that's in, all of those pipes we went to all the trouble of putting in, you don't see anymore. How crazy is that? We're going to be putting another XW01 screw just at the top here. And that's going to keep this engine in place here. And for all of you people that think, hang on, you've got a hatch here, you'll be able to see the pipes. Yeah, look, I'll open it up for you. You don't see them. Look. So all of that trouble, all of that stress for something you're never going to see. I just don't understand it. Am I missing something? It just doesn't make any sense to me at all. But anyway, look, that's all there is to do in that issue. That's the engine put in and looking just like that. And guess what? We've got to do this another 2 times for the other 2 wings yet. So it was a stressful issue, but it didn't need to be. I am wondering, do I really want to go to all that trouble of putting the pipes in? They don't do anything. So, and it's just a lot of stress for no reason at all. But anyway, look, you see me make cock-ups, and I hope that's made you happy. And you can see I've been a little bit stressed. Inside my OCD saying that pipe's still broke, but you know, I'm sure I'll get over it because I'm never going to see it again. Tomorrow, hopefully, we might have the Terminator issue 59. If we haven't, I can assure you tomorrow we do have a live build in the evening. We're going to be continuing on stage 20 of the HMS Victory. I really do hope you liked that video. If you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed already, please remember to subscribe. Other than that, take care.